PJ, and I am the Vice President for the Board of Directors for the Wilkes Playmakers at Benton Hall. I've been a Playmaker for 12 years, and in that time I have seen Benton Hall go through tons of changes and repairs, but this is by far the most important one that I have ever been a part of. Most people, when we ask them why we should repair our roof, have very simple, common sense answers.
Why is it important that we repair the roof of Benton Hall?
Because if it doesn't get repaired, it could fall in, and then we wouldn't be able to do anything, any more plays or anything like that here.
It's dangerous, no? To not have a fully safe, up-to-code, functional roof, that's pretty important.
Because it needs some help.
But few outside of the walls of Benton Hall really understand what that building means to a Playmaker. As a result, we have had several possible patrons ask us, why should I care? So we asked those most qualified to answer that question. I myself met most of my current friends inside the walls of Benton Hall. Some have lasted 12 years and some started last month, but even I had no idea how many friends were made and kept inside of those old walls.
Benton Hall is really important to me because I personally have a lot of history in that building. I spent most of my high school nights with the Playmakers there. It's where I met all of my best friends 8 years ago, and they're still my best friends.
At first, I didn't really know anyone in town. I had moved here recently, and I wasn't the most outgoing of people. And so some friends from my school were like, hey, you should come be a part of Playmakers. And so I not only became closer with those friends that introduced me to this, but I didn't think I'd be close friends with kids that were younger than me, because I was like, oh, annoying little children. But I've met so many kids that I can just relate to, and the friends that I've made are really great, and I see so much potential in them, and we hang out a lot now.
Benton Hall has always been a place where I could come and spend time with my family. When I was a child, I wasn't really someone who fit in with my peers. Once I joined the Playmakers, I was able to meet a few folks that I would consider a friend. As an adult, I've rejoined the Playmakers, and I've been able to reconnect with a lot of those friends.
I've made tons of friends here that I normally wouldn't have made anywhere else. So that's awesome.
I've never felt like I belonged anywhere, and the Playmakers, with their open arms, accepted me. All at once, my entire world started to change. There was light when there was darkness, shining through for the first time. This made me feel like I finally found somewhere that I did belong, somewhere other than the past. And 9 months later, here we are. I am happier, healthier, safe, and more creative than I've ever been.
I've made a lot of friends here. A bunch of them are really nice, and we keep to get contact even outside of plays.
Now, it's great to have friends, and some people can make friends anywhere, but Benton Hall is not just a place to make friends. It is a place to learn about hard work and how to overcome.
When my auditions came, I was really, really nervous because I've never act in front of everybody, and and I did it, but I was kind of nervous, so I kind of wasn't really good, but I made it, so I was pretty happy. Well, with this show, I've never had to sing in a play before. This is my first time, so.
I have learned that putting on plays is definitely a lot more work than I ever would have expected. That no role is too small or no role is unimportant. That we all come together to make this amazing thing.
One challenge that I've definitely overcome is my memory has gotten a lot better. I can remember show dates and remember what I'm supposed to do in my lines.
It's also gave me a lot of career opportunities and development. I've recently rejoined the Playmakers as a member of their board of directors. Overall, this has helped me out kind of with my current career, and I couldn't be more thankful for the Wilkes Playmakers and for Benton Hall.
If you asked every playmaker about what they've learned at Benton Hall or the friends that they've made, you would have stories like this that go on for weeks. What I learned at Benton Hall literally took me all over the world. To New York for mission trips, to Boston where I went across the country as a touring stage manager, to California for a job search, to London and the Globe Theatre for workshops, to Austria for a global citizenship seminar. My love for community and the arts started at 300 D Street, North Wilkesboro. So, let's discuss what would happen if Benton Hall weren't here. In November of 2015, Common Sense Media released a study stating that a large percentage of teenagers spent nearly 9 hours in front of a screen. Communication has been replaced with emails and text messages, and friendships have given way to talking heads and LCD screens. Emotions have been replaced with emoticons and NetSpeak. So, we asked our volunteers, what would you be doing if there was no Benton Hall?
Probably watching Netflix at home.
Probably nothing.
Right now, I'd probably be on my tablet, play video games.
Sitting at home watching Netflix.
We have offered plenty of reasons that you should donate to Benton Hall, but nothing we put into words is ever going to convey how important this building is to Wilkes County. It's an old building full of rooms where you can find emotions, memories, knowledge, dust, and reasons to come back.
I'll be sappy for a second and say it's the place where I grew in love with my now husband.
It's done a lot for our young kids. The Playmakers have, getting kids out of their shells and being around that community.
I feel so lucky to be part of an organization that brings happiness, joy, understanding in a non-judgmental way that makes magic on stage and creates some of the strongest bonds in any group of people I've ever been a part of. In all honesty, without the Playmakers family, I would not be here right now. And I wouldn't have survived on this earth. Sorry.
This is a great place where a bunch of people come to act and to do plays, and if we lost this building, it'd be very hard on all the people who try so hard to keep this place together and keep the plays going.
Do you consider Benton Hall to be like a second home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Of course.
Yes.
That building housed the activities and the people that really shaped me into who I am today. And I think a lot of people have gone through those doors, and most of them would say the same thing. So that makes it a really important piece in the history of Wilkes County, too.
I love everyone involved here, and I can't wait to continue building the amazing bonds and performing with these great people and these amazing productions. Thank you, guys.